Welcome to our summer soil to plate. We're here at Pino's in Kogarah today, and we just wanted to talk to Pino about why he's so passionate about using grass-fed product and where he sources a lot of his meat from to go into his preserved meats and also into his fresh ranges of meats that he supplies to the public and also the restaurants. And you know, this is one thing that we're all passionate about and what we need to know more about. So we're just going to be speaking to him about that. So, you know, why did you start this? And obviously you're Italian and of Italian descent, and you know, using your traditional cooking methods in Australia, has that been really important to you?
Of course, yeah, especially getting the real meat, what we call it, the pure grass-fed. At the moment I get the Kogarah spring grass-fed beef, and also I get another MSA pure grass-fed. I'm trying to make sure that it is pure grass because I've got a lot of people, they are allergic. They say every time that they eat beef or something they can't digest it properly or something. That's because, again, the law sometimes says we can do grass-fed but finish it off on grain, and that's when they lose a lot of vitamins and also whatever, when they lose, what they call it,
omega-3.
Omega-3 and the omega-6
ratio goes out,
which is very important to us. We need that.
Yeah.
And you know, like, you don't need to have a big, huge plate of meat, but nice piece of meat that is good. The other thing that we have to tell public also, and people to understand, that the grass-fed beef can't be all the time the same. Because it's natural, it's a natural product.
So we're going through the seasons, and obviously they're eating different grasses, and whether the rain's been generous to us or not, so that's whether it's been dry, whether the grass is lush, depends on the sizing of the animals, and that's something where grain feds come in, and that's because people are trying to make as much money as they can from a fattened animal, where if we're going by nature, then obviously the animals are all going to be different sizes.
Of course, yes, sort of, and it doesn't have that sort of, sometimes that beautiful look, but what it matters to me is more to be a nice piece of meat that it is good for you, and also that it doesn't make any harm to any of us.
Yeah. So also there's something that I wanted to say about this, is when we do soil to plate, make a note of how much we're eating today, because you'll feel full at the end of eating such a small meal from all of these amazing products that we're having and ingesting today, and then you'll actually be able to go a lot further than if you just eat processed food or eating lots of sugar or whatever. You'll notice in yourself that you'll be able to actually get through till dinner tonight without having or snacking in between.
And without the bloating.
Without the bloating as well. So just make a little note of that in your little heads today.
I don't know if we'll be able to slow them down eating though. I think they're still going to pick out.
It's going to be good. So Pino does an amazing range of small goods, and you know, let's talk about maybe two things that will be, you know, one of the things that we're going to be eating today is some of the salami that Pino makes, and one of the ones that the bresaola that you
the beef bresaola,
beef bresaola, and also the lardo
di colonnata, which is very, very good, very nice. It's a nice piece. That's that thick.
It's fat.
Yum.
People, when they see it's fat, oh, fat is not good.
It's going to make me fat, but no way.
It is different.
Nutrient-dense.
And everything with moderation. Of course, if you eat a kilo, it's going to make you sick.
Oh yeah.
It's lovely. Our salami also are made the way the law tells us to do it.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, I can't do any more about. We use sweet Bangalore pork. Again, sweet Bangalore pork, it's not
certified.
It's not organic, but to me is one of the best pork I ever used for the last 10 years, and it's really good for what I want to do, for what we have to do. It's got flavour, it's got taste. I believe they went to Italy or somewhere to see how some of these pigs are raised. They're not in the pens, like they did, but they're not free-range or organic.
Yeah.
And is that the pork that you use for your prosciutto as well?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what we use on our prosciutto, on our ham, on our salami, on our sausages. That pork is used right through the shop for everything, into fresh product and into dried product.
Awesome.
And what's the process of a prosciutto? I mean, how?
Okay, a prosciutto will take you in between 12 months to 24 months to prepare it. It's a lot of skill involved. You need to know exactly, starting from the leg, seeing the fresh product. Not every leg it can be made professional. You've got to see, like sometimes if it has too much water or is too sort of soft or some other things, you have to
know exactly what to do and to do it straight away.
And things come with experience.
Yeah. And a lot of it's by feel too, because you've just done it that many times that
right.
It's not something you can explain and teach to someone. There's such an intricate art to being able to recognise those things.
It's not easy. It's
yeah.
Like it wasn't easy for me when I was learning, understanding, and I was saying to my uncle, but it's like that. No, you'll see that it will feel different, that it is different, and you've got to treat it. First of all, the thing that I learned on this is to treat it in respect. Little
small producers.
Producers that they're trying to bring to us the real good thing, like for instance, say the Gandouille, the organic barbecue, Rob Lennon. You know, he's doing a fantastic job to prepare and do the right things. But once he goes into the abattoir to take 10 or 15 animals or something to be processed, what happens is...
out of his hands and really...
Yeah. Again, that it is out of his hand. Oh, you know, mate, you only got 15.
I don't want to deal with you. It's not worth it for me.
It's not worth it for me. I'm going to do thousands of them.
Yeah.
You know, like, and they're trying to push everyone
away because they just want the big. For the smaller producers.
The big wolf, all the way.
Yeah, and they've got the big money and they can pull the strings.
That's one of the things that I sort of. I know the way food tastes. Another way, you know, like a good egg, a good chicken, a good piece of beef. I was born probably in a cow, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like, I can't remember that far, but I know that all the way, you know, when we had a piece of meat, it was beautiful. It was flavours and it had taste. These days, yes, it has flavour in some of the grain meat, but it doesn't do any good for us.
Yeah. And then a lot of the zoning laws won't allow for small abattoirs to actually exist. They're all been shut down. And there are people trying to get them started up and do this type of thing, but it isn't easy. And it's only the public that can really turn it around, so it's up to them to support.
We have to be also understanding that they've got to follow certain rules. Because, you know, it's very important. But yes, sometimes they're just going too far, and they're touching the wrong people.
And the people that need the help, you know, they're getting pushed out, and the people that are already dominant are getting bigger, and then those people are just, you know, downsizing their business in terms of staff because they're mechanising everything, and we're losing the essence of our whole connection to food.
So that's why we're here today. And thanks for talking.
It's awesome.
Any time, you know, like if we can do more of it, I'd like to get out there more into the public and
we're doing it.
Them, Really.
So I hope you've got a little bit more insight into small goods and people out here like Pino that are trying to do these things and help us, and how long they've been here and haven't been utilising them as much as we should. So
come and visit Pino.
Visit Pino in Kogarah.
Yeah. What's the address here?
Number 45, President Avenue, Kogarah. Pino's Dolce Vita.
Yeah.
I call it Dolce Vita because to eat good is like to make love. Look at that, you know, it's beautiful.
Is that right, buddy? That's awesome.